Prepare to have your mind blown out of the back of your pants. From Studio City, California, you're listening to The Second Column with Joe, Mike, Carlos, and Sean.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to The Second Column. We've got a special one this week. You just heard by that nervous giggle. We are joined by
Nervous.
Yeah, I heard a nervous giggle there. Right
Did you hear that, audience? It's a woman.
It's a lady.
Hey,
The Second Column.
Hey,
What?
silky cats.
The first lady.
Nice.
Wow, I thought
That
something
was
really
good.
cool was going to happen.
Nope.
Let's welcome Meghan Parks.
Hey.
Meghan, welcome to The Second Column.
I'm
Our
so
first-
excited.
We're very excited. We are all very excited. Thank you
Yeah.
for agreeing to come.
P.S. Thanks for emailing me this morning
Uh-huh.
and inviting me. And I'm glad
problem.
I don't have anything to do on Friday night.
Nice. We run a tight losership here.
Yeah,
So,
let's drink.
Yes, we do. So Megan is here. Megan's one of our favorite comedians in Los Angeles.
Aw.
She's very funny. She performs with a number of groups. Let's get her plugs out of the way right now.
Plug it.
On Tuesday nights, Megan performs with Little Fire Always Questioning at IO West. That's a good show. And on Thursday nights at West Side Eclectic, she performs with a group called Ladies and Gentlemen. And you can see her doing a lot of other productions and shows. She does a lot of work. You're out there.
Yeah, I'm out there in
Yeah.
the space.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
It's fun.
Exactly. And as always, we are joined by coterie of gentlemen, Michael Constantini.
Well, yeehaw! Y'all ready for a podcast tonight?
Jesus Christ. See, Mike is overstimulated because we have a girl here. This is. I knew this would
His
happen.
hair was
know.
very rumpled when I walked into the room. It was very,
He spent hours rumpling
it
it.
was
Yes.
very balmy.
Yeah, it's true. And a gentleman who's even more excited, I think, than Mike is Carlos.
Hello.
Carlos.
Why do you do that to me?
What?
You-
What?
Yeah,
Hi, everybody.
That's better.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
That was a good Western accent for an Argentinian.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I think that makes every podcast where Mike's brought up the fact of
I
your
know.
I
nationality.
thought it was a really good Adam Carolla.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what I think
See?
all the time.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
stop
see?
pointing.
Mike-
Mike just pointed for the first time during the podcast.
Because he's never heard that before.
No,
right?
no.
Carlos?
No,
No.
Norm McDonald?
No.
Norm McDonald.
Norm McDonald. Well,
Yeah.
in the eyes. It's in the eyes.
In the
No,
eyes, wow.
Norm McDonald and
The
Adam
list-
Carolla can probably sound the same. I mean, I think like if you closed your eyes, you'd have trouble telling the difference between the two.
Yeah.
Really?
Sure.
I call you Spanish Corolla.
Yeah.
That is my name for you.
Thank you.
Because I like to
I
be a little
earned
bit,
that name.
a little bit different from everybody else. Megan, is this your first podcast, or have you done other podcasts?
This is
before?
my very first podcast.
Nice.
Yeah, guys.
Nice, very
I
nice.
know.
That's her first time.
It's
Well,
our very first.
This
I don't know.
just got
Time.
creepy.
yeah. What should she expect?
What?
Well, it's her first time. For a girl, it's a new and exciting experience. I don't know.
Like,
I'd say feelings of flush.
Yeah, you can be flush.
Yeah, and
Anything with pink. Anything makes you think pink. Let's not.
Blood will be rushing to new parts of your
All
body.
right,
Wow.
let's
Yep.
just be funny.
New tingly
everyone.
sensation.
Come on.
So, well, we're glad your first time is with us.
Yay!
There's no way to say that
Oh.
It's
without
a
sounding
gang
creepy.
podcast.
It really is. We're really ganging up on poor Megan. So, no, we're glad you're here, and I think we have a pretty good topic to have a woman's perspective on, which is great, and look forward to that. But first, let's get through some house cleaning here. Okay, we talked last week about our fans in China.
Rebecca, right?
Yeah, and didn't get any response this week if she listened to it or
because
not.
she's probably
I
been
think
executed.
We may have gotten her arrested.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rebecca's a
Yeah.
regular listener.
She is,
And you
she's,
guys got her arrested?
Well, we're not sure because
I'm thinking you've got like 10 people that
oh.
like don't send
That's
them to
what I said.
jail.
I
That's what I
know
said.
we can afford to have so few of our listeners in jail.
It is possible she was executed.
Yeah.
Let's hope not. No, that's not. No, that's bad. That's
Oh,
bad.
is that
No, we
bad?
want to keep Rebecca alive.
we need-
She is spreading the word about
Yeah.
us in China. So, no, we didn't hear back
She's
from
a
her.
prophet.
She is wonderful. We love her because that is the most populous country in the world.
Yeah.
So I mean, if we catch on there,
Right.
that's huge.
They can't seem to cut a break with these toys. I think there's going to be more executions.
Oh, are you talking about all the kids that are dying of lead poisoning from the toys, or those balls that the kids
Well, no.
swallowed?
First of all,
There
there was
was-
the lead poisoning
with
but
the
there's
ecstasy
these
balls.
Wow.
Okay, wait. Curious George had the lead paint in his face, right?
Right.
Okay, but then there's these like balls, these
Date
little
rape drug.
balls. No,
date
no, no,
rape
no,
drug.
no. There's like in a toy. It's like a little boy, or
Oh,
girl's
yeah.
toy, and they're eating these balls and dying.
Yeah, because
they're
it's-
dying.
But get this, they're laced with the what
PCP?
the,
lead.
No,
Lead.
no.
Mike's talking. No, there's a different thing.
There's
where
a different
There's a
thing.
different thing where kids were eating candies that had like all kinds of like sex drugs in them.
They
It's a whole
weren't-
different
Oh,
thing.
I haven't heard this.
They weren't candies. They were beads, but
Oh,
they were
beads.
laced
That's like
with.
you guys remember the thongs for kids at the Abercrombie and Fitch put out?
Yeah.
Ugh.
They
Sorry,
were-
Mike. Go for
They
it.
were laced.
Creepy.
They were laced with the date rape drug.
Mike,
How do you make beads that are laced with the date rape?
I don't know.
Well,
Mike, you interrupted a perfectly good tangent about children's thongs to get to the point of that story.
Oh man, this is going down.
We were fully
right.
launched to go off on a
Ickyville.
flight of gross.
cut. Take two.
Take two.
Let's
Yeah,
go start from there.
exactly. So no, if only Sean were here to steer us back towards sanity.
I know.
Oh, man.
Oh, Sean.
No, he's a good guy. He couldn't be here
Yeah.
this week, but we're glad.
Here I am.
Oh,
Oh,
that was pretty good.
I'm in your chair.
He's been doing. Yeah, we've had a running thing where Sean's been doing Carlos since the beginning of the podcast. But
Yes.
you have honed your skills to do.
Thank you.
I'm impressed.
Thank you.
Good survival skills. I like it.
You're welcome.
Okay, then now you're losing it.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Oh, shut up.
And then one other piece of fan mail. Jordan wrote in off our suggestion of what are some signs your country should just start over from last week's
Good
column.
question, Jared.
And Jordan wrote
Jordan.
Jared.
I heard Gerald.
I would kill.
Jordan,
I
that's
wish
a good question. You keep writing. Jerry, was it?
it's Jordan.
Jordan.
We only have 10 according to you.
Yeah.
We can get them straight.
And you know what, Gerald?
Yeah.
I'm so thankful for you.
Nice. Well, Gerald said that your country
Jordan.
should start over if the name of your country ends in Stan or Rack, which I'll agree with that. Maybe you should start it over. So thank you to writing in. I'm glad he did. It was very cool of him. May not have been funny or climactic.
No. Not everyone can be a clown.
right. But he tried. He really tried.
Nice try.
He's actually a comedian.
No, he's trying. No.
Shit.
He is trying.
Oops.
He's out there trying.
Yeah, he's a stand-up comedian.
And you know what? He probably could have delivered it a lot better than I did. He probably would have had some great
Right now he's
cadence.
like
No, actually, I don't think he
kicking
will.
over his computer. God damn that Donatelli.
Yeah, you're supposed to raise your voice on Stan or Rack. I didn't deliver it right. It could have been funny. So anyway, thanks for writing in whatever your name is, stand-up comedian
Jordan.
guy. Yeah.
It's Jordan.
J-Dog.
So
Jordan.
yeah. And then one other thing before we get to the column. Carlos had kind of a great story this week.
Who?
I haven't
Here we
heard this.
go.
I haven't
Carlos
heard
had
this.
kind of and it's kind of one of those things that like maybe you would see in a TV show or on a movie, and in like you
A
you
porno.
did it.
A porno,
No,
I
not a
hope.
porno. This is like a real thing. So go ahead and share your story because I was quite tickled.
Well, I don't know.
tickled by it.
I think you should start it.
Don't
Okay.
say that. Tickled me. Oh.
Okay, at the there are tickled men in the room. Okay,
Yeah.
Megan, you have to be comfortable with that. At Carlos's work,
Yes.
At Carlos's work, there was a woman who came in and she works in the adult film industry.
No, I wouldn't say that. She's like an actress, but she's done nude modeling.
Okay.
I'll just say that.
So there you go. So Carlos has been quite stricken with this lady. Her first name's Nicole, and from like afar, and she's coming to the office.
Stripper.
She's not a stripper.
She's a nude model.
She's a nude
Sweet.
model.
She's a part-time nude model.
Carlos.
Holy mackerel.
Oh, you're precious.
I want Sean back.
No, we're finally getting somewhere with this podcast. goddammit. All right.
Are you smitten?
Well, of
With a
course.
stripper, you love a stripper?
Oh,
You're
he-
smitten
Yes.
with a
Oh, he's
stripper.
smitten. So
She's not a stripper.
she comes into the office and she needs help, and who helps her?
With stripping?
Our man. No, not with stripping.
For me.
Our man. Los
Yes.
helps her out.
Yes.
And not only like did you help her out, like you went the extra mile.
I went the extra mile.
I mean, you did shit you would never do for
Yes.
any other like person who comes into your
Yeah, you
office.
asked me if I would do this for anybody, and I said no.
No, exactly.
If it was an old woman,
So what
What'd
was
you
in a
do?
walker.
What did you do?
Well, like, what'd you help
well,
her
I was just gonna help her with putting on her license plates back on her. You know,
On her
I
car.
offered,
On her
yeah.
car.
And that's
On a
something
car.
nobody else would do.
Well, if it was like
Wow.
an old lady or something that came up, he'd be like, "Here's a screwdriver.
Here's a screwdriver.
Here you
Oh,
go."
Carlos.
He's a cold-hearted man.
I am.
Well, he
I am.
loves him some stripper.
He
Yes.
does. He does.
Yes.
So you offered to help her put on.
I offered to help her, and she was nice. You know, she said, "Oh, that's great," but then she had to come back later on, and then she forgot her an insurance card actually. It's all
Right.
right.
So she
She did.
left her insurance
Insurance
card
card.
like at the desk where Carlos works.
Interesting.
Right.
So what did Carlos do? Did he Did he just put it in his pocket? Did he put it in the lost and found?
I don't know. Let's find out. Let's find out.
What did you do?
This is what I did. I went downstairs to the parking lot and just skewed or just kind of like just went around the
You
whole park.
scatted and skewed?
Yeah, and skewed.
Yes.
Sounds
I
like
went-
you did some drugs.
He put his hand to his brow and he
Yes.
scattered and
Pooped.
skewed.
And he pooped.
I just-
That's what that means.
I looked around for her for like about good 5 minutes.
Now you have to understand, it's a huge parking lot. It's just
Yes.
it's gigantic, and,
Yes.
and he's downstairs in like a subterranean parking level.
Wow.
Right.
And you're like looking for
Like a Best Buy?
yes,
parking
yes,
lot?
yes,
Wow.
like a Best Buy parking
Yes.
lot.
Yikes.
And you scan, and he's looking. I mean, like with the intensity of a mother who's lost a child.
Yes.
That
or
kind of
like
thing.
like I want to know who the murderer is, or
Right.
I want to know who
Yeah.
the
Right.
want to know the
Right.
kidnapper or whatever.
Exactly. So
Did you ever find her?
I did.
Look what happened.
no, but how did you find her?
Well, I went back upstairs to see if she was there, and then I went downstairs again, just for the hell of it, and then I saw her car or her riding, of course, in the car and like about to leave, and I yelled out her name.
He yelled out her name in a crowded parking lot.
That
He
is
yelled
so
out her name.
John Cusack.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Did the
Yeah.
music cue at that point?
Yeah, exactly.
I wish it did, but I just a lot of honking was. I just heard it from me.
And did she drive away at top speed with the finger up? No, she stopped the car.
No, she did. Yeah, she
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Because strippers
Were you
love
like?
Carlos.
Were you all sweaty, like in your
No.
tie, and like your tie was?
Was your
kinda
tie a
like-
little bit undone?
No,
like you had flipped over
And
a couple times, like
yeah, and
flipped
your
over a couple
sleeves-
cars.
Your sleeves
Hair,
were up.
a little bit
your
like
hair was
Mike's right
mussed.
now.
Your hair was mussed.
Yeah.
no, I was professional.
And the guy who drove by had a Peter Gabriel song
Oh,
playing.
for sure.
And just at the right
Slow-mo.
time.
Did you do a combat roll towards your
All right,
car?
all right. What'd she say?
okay.
What'd she say?
she
So-
said, "Oh, well,
What did she say?
no." She said that was very sweet. Yeah, thanks a lot.
To
And,
call out your
I was-
name, her name?
Well, no, to
Well,
give her
the
back her insurance
insurance
card.
card. Yeah.
Because,
Wow.
and then she said, "I'll see you Tuesday."
Shout out to you Tuesday.
Yes,
Carlos.
yes.
She said
First
his name.
name basis.
First
Really?
name basis.
No,
Yeah.
Megan, you're a woman. What does that mean when they?
Oh,
when
don't
you,
ask me that.
No, but
That's-
when they say the
you
name,
can't do that.
like it's one thing to
When
say,
they
"Oh, I'll see you
specifically
Tuesday."
say a name,
Yeah,
if
or
I
like-
if I remember somebody's name, I'll say it.
Yeah.
So it may
Yeah, I
just
don't think
be,
it really holds any. I mean, not to get your hopes up or down, but I don't think that you can really. You're all so wanting to understand
No, I
what that
just
could
want to
hold.
know. I just want to know.
If a girl touches your arm, what does it mean?
I don't know.
No, I think that it's different for everybody. I mean, did she like look at you when
Yeah.
she looked at you, like right in your eyes?
She gave me
like
a
you?
stern, like a look, like a
Like a
long,
stern-
hard
stern-
look.
and
Like,
then she's
what
like,
is wrong with
"Carlos."
you?
She said,
Huh?
Carlos.
Yes.
Like, oh yeah, you're in.
Like
Yeah.
it was like a soap opera kind of thing.
Oh, forget
That's
it.
nice.
Done deal.
I was-
Wash your hands of it. through.
I did. I did.
Well,
That's
good.
amazing.
don't worry. Life moves on.
No, I'm not. She'll be back. Trust me.
She'll be back because she
I'll
has,
find a way.
or she'll be back because she has to.
She has to. Be
She has
back.
to go
Yeah,
back.
She has to come back, or else
Yeah,
she'll
or
be
it's
screwed.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
So-
not literally.
But no, I thought that was very cool. I thought it was very cool to do. I don't know. I just like the romantic picture of Carlos running
It's
into a
very
crowded
romantic.
garage,
And for-
yelling the name.
It
you know,
is.
it's,
I mean,
and
it's really sweet.
I'll tell you what it is. It's chivalrous.
yes,
it was
is.
chivalrous.
If we were in the days of yore, like Carlos would have been.
the
a
days
king.
of yore.
He would have been one of the knights. He would have gotten the princess in the end.
I think with that attitude, yeah.
Well, I would have probably slaughtered a few people. To get
Well, you'd have to in the
Yore.
days in the days
It,
of yore.
it was yore.
in the days of yore. Things were very difficult.
It was yore. So there was a lot of
Beating-
slaughter.
Beating a lot of mutton too.
Right. That's
That's
true.
good.
And you probably would have just thrown her over your shoulder, taking her back to your house,
Your castle.
your castle.
Oh, okay.
And
All right.
Castle
Very nice.
of Yore.
Yep. So anyway, proud of you.
Thank you. And
Me
for
too.
the record, I would do this for anybody, in a sense. But for
I'm sure you. No, and I
if it
know
was
you would.
if it was an old woman,
You're-
I possibly would
No,
have
but
done
You're
it.
a
she
good-
was a stripper, and you love those.
Right.
So just it all comes.
There's a
full
difference
circle.
She's a
between
part-time nude
She's
model.
Part-time
a
nude
nude model. She's an
stripper.
actress, nude model.
Mom.
yeah.
And lost student by night.
Oh, please.
Yeah, she's gonna be a photographer.
Enter saxophone clip.
Every stripper I ever talked to was gonna be a photographer. Like that was always the thing. Like
Really?
Yeah, that was always the story. Like there was like 4 or 5 of them. Like in a
In movies, isn't
Not
it always
actresses, but-
doctor?
no
No.
photographer because it was I don't know. It just seems like noble and creative and fun and
I guess.
So-
It just
see that.
seems. It seems to me the path to photography wouldn't be being a stripper though.
I know it's that was always they were saving money to go to school and do that whole thing.
Right.
So anyway, that's just what I heard. I don't know. Maybe you guys have heard other, but no sweat. Not that I'm looking at
Oh,
Megan's direction
boy.
for that one. I don't know
Hey,
why.
I am.
I
What
left
do
ya.
strippers say to you,
I left
Megan?
you alone.
That's okay, as you should.
Have you been in a strip club before?
Yeah. Well, not a naked one.
What?
They were wearing like booty shorts and bikini tops.
Not a naked one.
No.
So everyone had their
no,
clothes on?
I took my buddy because I was like, what do you want to do? We were both like, I don't know. What do you want to do? And I was like, let's go look at girls. And
Wow.
just because I thought that would be a funny thing to
Yeah.
do with them.
And were you offended by them?
No, because I didn't want to go to a real strip club. Like, I didn't want to
Right.
go to a naked girl.
How come you don't wanna go?
I went to a fake one.
What's a fake strip club?
They were wearing booty shorts and bikini tops.
Yeah.
It's basically like a go-go, I
Bikini
guess.
bar.
Oh.
Bikini bar, yeah.
Kind of like the Tropicana or something.
Sure.
Yeah.
Really?
No, they-
Sure.
Yeah,
Oh,
mud wrestling.
that's
and
mud
bikini.
It's
wrestling.
such
Yeah.
a seedy, like, I don't get how people can dig it, though. I really don't. I wish that I could. Like,
You know, Megan, you're absolutely right. Like, I don't go to strip clubs anymore because
Anymore.
the last time I was at a strip club was when I was in college, and
Whoa.
I had-
Wow.
No.
What?
uh-oh.
oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Ah.
Well, there's a funny story to that too. But the last real time, like, I spent any money at a strip club, like I was in college, and I used to work as like a master electrician, you know, in a theater, and we
Show off.
Show off.
we it's not really your light board operator, but anyway, so like one night after the show, we went down to a strip club, my friend and I spent like $200.
Nice.
Now, I didn't spend the $200 on lap dances. There was some like woman, a burly woman, by all means too.
Man,
Wow.
you slept with her.
No,
Oh.
Yeah,
she
could
was,
you?
She was going around giving massages. So I ended up
For
getting
free?
like no, you had to pay, and I ended up getting like 5 massages in a row.
You are not good at going
You're
to
an
strip
animal.
clubs.
You're an
Yeah,
animal.
and so
Yeah.
I ended up like spending like $200
That's
bucks.
hilarious.
I got one lap dance, and I spent like $200, and I looked at my bank account at the end of the night, and I had $20 left.
Wow. You
And
blew
ever
it.
since
on
then,
burly
Woman,
massages.
burly woman
But-
back massages.
but the massage was awesome.
I
Well,
bet it was.
yeah.
Now
I'm sure it was great.
the very last time I was at a strip club was for my friend Steve's bachelor party. We were in a strip
Right.
club in Las Vegas. I was with Joe, and I ended up just talking to a stripper for like the whole time. But like I didn't spend any money. I just talked to her.
I thought you and I both spent some money there.
Well, for Steve, but not for myself.
Not for ourselves, but yeah, for our buddy.
Yeah.
This is a wrong move. If there's any guys out there listening, don't do this. When you go out with like a group of like 10 guys, everyone should be buying lap dances for the groom, not just one or two people, especially when one of them doesn't even know the guy all that well.
But this is
which
where
is what happened.
yeah.
to
Do
me.
people still have lap dances? That's still like
Yes.
in style.
Yeah.
Come
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
on.
what? Where have you been?
Is there something
Come
new?
on.
Wait, is there something new we don't know about?
Yeah, like what is it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe we could go to simpler times, huh, fellas?
Oh,
where
you're.
We could hold hands.
But listen,
yeah, days of yore.
Megan's talking about your.
what I would say is in style is the massage, because there's nothing sexual about it. Believe me, this
What?
woman looked horrible. I mean, but
Oh,
it felt
burly.
really good, and like I had no problem giving her my money.
Mm-hmm.
All like $150.
I like any story that ends with "I had no problem
Oh,
giving her my money."
I want a sound clip.
She was ugly. I had no problem giving her my money. Yeah, it's got to be a soundbite from now on.
And there's no you haven't been to like Chippendales or anything.
Oh no, that's tacky. All these places are
Tacky.
They are
Jesus.
tacky.
For me, no judgment at all for anybody. I mean, I went into one, so a fake one.
Yeah, but it's a good experience to do once for your
Oh,
cultural.
it's a blast.
Your cultural literacy is now.
a little bit more,
More.
broadened.
It's good. It's good.
Oh.
Yeah, a lot
Carlos.
of firsts.
Yes.
Sounds sad. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
I don't know.
Excellent. Yeah, we talk about stripping and strip clubs a lot on the show. Maybe it's because we
Oh,
have 3
good.
to 4 men in every single
It's
one.
fantastic.
I don't
It
like
is.
strip clubs.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Like I said,
Yeah.
I always
It's all
feel-
about context.
I feel used after I come out of a strip club.
I've had. I
I feel like I've had every ounce of money, like
Here's the thing.
trying to
if you're with the right group of people, it's a really
Yeah,
fun
it
time.
is.
It's a
no,
good time.
it's like walking into Blockbuster.
No, it's
Dude,
not.
no, it
okay,
is.
No, I've never.
Blockbuster is the same thing. Like when you walk into Blockbuster, you have someone like ask you, hey, how you doing? Blah blah blah. But they're only
Because we
doing it
li-
because they have to greet you.
Because we
Yeah,
live in
no.
a civilized society.
Yeah, nobody's ever walked into a strip club and been conned by the fact that you had to pay money for
No,
services.
but what I'm saying is like they only want you for
Never-
your money. I
Well,
always
of
feel
course,
used. Yeah.
yes. And
It's a bit- I
that's
don't
the
like
whole
doing
reason.
it.
The whole reason you're there is because you have money. It's
I'd rather have a girl flirt with me because she wants to flirt with me, not because I
She
have money in
wants
my
your
pocket.
money.
well.
Yeah,
Then go to.
that's why I
yeah.
don't like going to strip clubs.
Then don't go.
Yeah.
No
I
one's-
don't.
No one's forcing you.
I'm not.
Don't
I'm
go.
just
you
making
guys,
a point.
They always get into these
Just stop
arguments.
fighting.
All right,
Yeah.
all right, that's enough.
Break it up.
Clearly, Mike wants to throw a wrench into the wheels of commerce,
Jeez.
the wheels of
Commerce.
sex commerce.
Oh, boys.
Capitalism forever.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, everybody loves strip clubs.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
And that settles it.
The end.
Don't point at me, Mike. All right. All right, here we go. Very good.
All right.
All right, let's read the column this week. The title of the column this week is called Menergy is the New Metrosexual. So this is a column about men's fashion, actually. Now, you guys remember metrosexuals? Remember that whole phase? Do you remember that, Mike?
This is boring.
They still exist.
Listen.
I have no interest in men's fashion.
Okay. Well, good.
He's still so
You can
pissed.
Wow.
sit back and relax.
He's so pissed.
Wow. Sorry, Mike.
I love it. Hey, how about this? One thing we can all agree on: girls are pretty.
I
Done.
agree with
Well,
that.
I don't know
The
about.
world is right again.
I don't know.
Why aren't
about
Carlos
that.
now? Why aren't girls?
I
pretty?
don't know. Some girls are. Some girls are just
All right.
Oh yeah,
I
not
think
the burly girl.
Not the one I got
barely
massaged
back-
girl.
Yeah.
You know, for a guy who's been shitting on strip clubs, you had a pretty good experience at one.
Yeah.
So-
it was
Happy
great.
ending.
Yeah,
you did have a
exactly.
happy ending. kind of.
Exactly.
Well,
You
my own
actually
happy ending, yes.
had something nice. All right, here we go. And as always, guys, feel free to jump in and have fun.
Okay.
All right.
Bang.
Remember metrosexuals? They were those gay-looking guys who weren't gay. Sure, their hair was gay. Their clothes were gay. They spent their time doing gay things. But at the end of the day, they went home to their short-haired, boyishly slim girlfriends. So clearly they were not gay.
Interesting.
Yep. Well, it turns out the metrosexual reign of terror is over. The new word you're going to hear about in men's fashion is Menergy. How do I know you're going to hear it? Because I've read about it in the New York Times. I've read about it in the New York Daily News. I've read about it in the Los Angeles Times. I've even read about it in the Noblesville, Indiana Daily Times.
What?
Yeah, the Noblesville Daily Indiana Times.
How would you even know to read that?
I love Google News, man. I did a Google search of Menergy, and it pops up like the first 10 stories.
Wow.
And like it was like New York Times, New York Daily News, LA Times. So I'm researching all this, and like the 6th or 7th one was Noblesville, Indiana.
That's
And
fantastic.
some guy wrote about it there. I'm like, that's great. So,
I wonder if the Novos is up. Their competition's like The Onion or something like that.
no, it's a real city and a real newspaper.
Because I would just be like, what?
But they had one of those columnists there who's like, here's a trend that's gonna be annoying. Right, so kind of like this columnist, but I'm not actually annoyed with this trend. I wanted to talk about it a little bit because it makes me laugh.
Menergy.
Okay, here we go. Speaking of Noblesville, you know a trend has arrived when it makes a splash in Noblesville, Indiana. Remember when people started wearing Crocs? Yeah, that was Noblesville. Remember when people stopped French cuffing their pants? Yeah, you can thank the Noblesville High School class of 1991 for making it uncool. Remember when people started mixing cocaine and heroin, started doing speedballs? Again, that was the pride of Hamilton County, Indiana, good old Noblesville.
That's good.
So we laugh, but Noblesville, they know what's going on.
They're up to date.
They know what's going on. So here we go. What is Menergy? Menergy is manliness. David Beckham is a metrosexual. A bearded George Clooney has Menergy. All right. Tom Cruise is a metrosexual. Benicio del Toro
Oh, Menergy.
has Menergy.
I got it.
Bill Clinton is a metrosexual. Who am I going to say next?
Jimmy Carter?
No. Hillary Clinton has
Oh.
Menergy.
Low
No.
blow. Low
Hillary
blow.
Clinton has Menergy. All right. All right.
Mike liked that
Oh,
one.
shit.
Yeah.
Watch the language.
I won Mike back with my Hillary
Yeah,
bashing.
you sure did.
All right, I got Mike back. Okay, it's a punchline.
Mike stares off into the distance.
Mike, it's like you've been waiting for somebody to take a shot at Hillary. Like you're like, finally.
No, not at all. I think it's very funny.
Okay, good.
I would
Thank you.
consider her Metro.
She's
I mean,
very.
the way
She has Menergy.
controls- The way she controls Bill.
Yes.
Yeah,
Bill's the
Menergy.
Metro. She's the Menergy.
Yep.
the
So
way she controls Bill.
Do you have
Here
any
we
more?
go.
I don't know if anybody controls Bill. I don't know.
I don't know. There's a reason the man stayed with her. You know.
No, it's true. It's true. Maybe
I love
Mike.
you guys. He's like, even to smooth things out, just in case we don't know Megan's opinions
Yeah.
about women issues and politics.
I'm not saying a word.
Yeah.
I don't
Megan,
know.
you can feel the drum. If you think Hillary's
I like to remain a mystery.
more metrosexual than Menergy, it's okay.
No. She's got Menergy. Let's go.
She does. Yes.
Oh.
I get it. Okay, it's a punchline, but seriously, in a bar fight, who do you take? Hillary or Dennis Kucinich?
Hillary.
Hillary or Mike Gravel? Or Gravel?
Probably Hillary.
Hillary or the ultimate tag team of irrelevance, Joe Biden and Christopher Dodd. So 2-on-1, Dodd and Biden versus Hillary, bar fight. And I'm talking like everything is available. Bottles, stools, pool cues, the whole thing.
I think Hillary because
You
she
still
would,
think Hillary?
Yeah, she
Wow.
would confuse everybody. like with her whatever.
Just run around and flail.
She would just confuse everybody.
You scratch their eyes out. What?
She would take two sides of every fighting pose.
Exactly.
Oh.
Interesting, Mike.
Yes.
Interesting. I think this is interesting. Okay, I like Hillary in every one of those matchups. I also think that if she concentrated hard enough, she could make John Edwards explode just by staring at him, like the U.S. Army did with all those goats. Have you guys ever read about that?
No.
I've heard about the cow, like UFO phenomenon where they get.
Wait a minute. What's this? You stare at a goat and it
I will tell you about this.
explodes?
I threw. There's a
Yeah.
link. There's a link in the story. There's a link in the story, and I included it in there, and you can check it out. A man wrote a book. His name was, I think it's John Ronson, wrote a book called
yeah, I read
The
that.
Men Who Stare at Goats.
Goats, yeah.
You read the book?
Yeah, I read the book.
Yeah, it's a great book.
Get out of here.
It's about all the secret government
You did-
programs.
I can read.
Oh, Carlos.
Yes,
That's not what I meant.
No,
right.
Carlos, feel free to jump in. There were
Yeah.
all these government programs. This guy wrote about all the secret CIA, U.S. Army programs to do things like
Walk
train
through-
a soldier to stare at a goat and make it explode
Right.
through mind powers.
Or walk through a wall.
Walk through a wall.
Yeah.
Be invisible.
Super soldiers.
Well, there's also the remote viewing program, which actually
Yeah.
was an actual program.
All right,
Yep.
speaking of other crazy stuff lately, has anybody heard that thing about the asteroid?
No.
Yeah, that's what
Tell
I
us.
thought. No,
What?
it's totally fake. It's totally fake.
No, out nerd us. Go for it.
No.
Come on, do
so,
it.
all right. Well, so my friend was telling me this whole thing about like on the news. He takes advantage that I don't have TV or internet.
But
So-
in all fairness, we should tell everybody Megan is a pauper. She's a street urchin.
Yes, I do.
She lives hand to mouth.
That makes sense. That does make sense.
She does have a
Back to
Cockney.
work.
She has a Cockney accent when she's on the
Only
street.
when I'm poor.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but so anyway, like I don't know hardly anything that's ever going on besides my poor little box. So he was telling me this whole thing, like really selling it that this asteroid's supposed to hit us in 2012 and all this, like really juicing it up and giving me all these details about the Mayans and how the Mayans studied the star patterns and they predicted it. And I was like, you're full of shit. There's no way. Like I didn't. And then he was like, no, that's fine if you don't believe me. But like people are starting to stock up. Like people are starting to get
What were
freaked
they
out.
Really?
I was like, well, I don't have the news, but that's real.
Yeah.
sketchy.
I
It's
should
super,
actually.
super sketchy.
It's 2012. That's when.
That's what she said.
I did.
Oh, did you?
yeah,
I thought you said
did.
20.
She did.
Was it?
Okay, so
Mike.
No, but
it was
It's
2012.
2012.
For the record,
For the record, it's
the
2012.
Mayan, their calendar ends in 2012
Yeah.
May, right?
He threw that fact out there too. So
See,
maybe
that's
he
a
just
good.
heard that
kind of
somewhere.
fact though
like,
legitimizes the story.
Totally,
Yeah.
like solidifies it.
Yep.
But I still,
Yeah.
I didn't think it was. No, I didn't think it was serious at all.
So
So
you
I
didn't
thought I'd
take
bring
it
it up
serious?
and see if you guys had heard it. Cause
No, I agree with her. It's not serious because the Mayans actually, like, to nerd everybody out here, the Mayans
Please
in
do.
2012, like, their whole thing, like, is that we go into the next evolution of Earth. So in 2012, we go into a new dimension of what Earth is. That's really what the Mayans, when their calendar ends, that's what it's supposed to mean.
Asteroid is a
Interesting.
metaphor for change.
The
No, that's
Mayans,
exactly what it
the
is.
Mayans also believe that the Earth is actually a spaceship.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that'd be
that
cool. If it,
explains
that's-
everything.
yeah.
cool if it is.
Hey, so wait. So the asteroid was just going to destroy the Earth?
In
Yeah.
the year, in the year-
Well, apparently not complete. I mean, it wouldn't destroy the Earth, but it would destroy us.
yeah, but
We'd die.
in
But
what
why would
year?
you stock up, though?
2012.
Oh, okay.
Actually, Mike,
yeah.
it was 2012.
It was
Oh,
2012. I didn't catch the year at all. Thank you.
2012.
Thank
I
you.
just don't know why you would stock up.
Right. If the Earth's we're going to enter a new phase.
Yet another
Yeah.
loop in the story that does not make sense.
Doesn't make
right,
sense.
fellas?
Here's what the
Yeah.
Mayans did.
I'm like a detective.
The Mayans were excellent because they knew seasons and they developed their crop seasons
Yep,
around it. That's
very
what the
smart.
Mayans did for us.
Very smart. Let me tell you the stupidest thing I ever got.
Talking about this
Here's the stupidest thing I ever got duped on.
You got
and
duped?
I've been duped.
Yeah, I know.
Duped.
Joe Donatelli says you got duped.
I've been duped. Mike actually duped me one time, and this is we were just starting to be friends, and said that Kobe Bryant, the basketball player, was injured, and I was like, oh no, and he's like, yeah, he injured his hand, and I had heard like third hand that Kobe Bryant had been injured, and Mike goes, yeah, he injured himself building a birdhouse.
Did he
I don't know.
hammer? What happened? What happened?
No, he didn't. He didn't injure himself. But
No, he didn't.
But I fell for it. He injured himself like doing nothing, right? It was-
No, it was this. I don't even know if he fell down.
He, like, fell or something?
He fell down.
But Mike's tried to start a rumor that Kobe Bryant injured himself building a birdhouse.
Yeah,
I took it hook, line, and sinker.
The reason
Just
is
like I did, listening to only half your
I know-
story
I know.
and not the full one.
It's so funny. He just fell for the same duping that I.
Whoops.
Double
the reason
duped.
is like
Double duping.
rumors have to start somewhere, and I just wanted to hear it like on ESPN or whatever. Like, yeah, there's a rumor going around that he hurt himself
just
building
trying
a
to
birdhouse, and I started telling all my friends that, and they started
just
believing
spread.
it. And I just wanted
Not
to let
me.
it
Yeah,
spread.
because people were telling me that. Like, I had like 3 or 4 people like, dude, Bryant's out tonight. Like, Mike's friends were like, yeah, he's not going to play tonight because the birdhouse. I totally,
I didn't-
you know,
no,
when
I
somebody,
didn't.
when like 3 people tell you something,
Yeah.
you just come to accept it, you know?
Yeah,
It's
as a
totally
fact.
strange. Yeah.
You know that the Onion is fake news.
Yeah, I know the Onion
Okay.
is fake news. Thank you,
You
Carlos.
know that too, right?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
I would hope,
Thank you.
I would hope you know
bastard.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
Hate you. All right, freak. Okay. Let's go back here. Okay, fashion expert Robert Verde calls Menergy a return to real men. Hirsute good looks, beards, whiskers, deep voices, 5 o'clock shadows, scotch, and cologne that smells like coniferous forests are all in right now. Which I guess I don't know if I haven't smelled a lot of men's clothes, but I guess like a piney scent is in right now, like a real. I don't. Do you know anything about
Like
this?
a like a piney, like a musk.
Yeah, like a musk, like you're in a forest full of
Sure,
Christmas
like
trees,
cedar wood.
like cedar wood. Yes,
That's a very masculine smell.
That
but,
is-
I mean, that's like a candle to me.
Yeah.
Or potpourri, maybe. Not a man.
so that guy would.
That's like unless I was dating a lumberjack, I guess.
Right.
but-
So that guy would remind you of when your bathroom smells good, basically.
Right.
Like, yeah, exactly.
Hey Joe.
Yep.
I remember when I was taking my improv class, one of the words we were trying to get in there as the word for the just to start over was potpourri.
Potpourri.
Yeah.
How did that
Good
go?
one.
It didn't
It
work.
didn't go well at all. Did anybody know what it was?
No, like half the people didn't know. And people just thought it was whatever, like
Right.
anything.
How do you not know what potpourri is?
I don't know.
Even if you're not talking about the
Potpourri.
noun, use it as an adjective, like a potpourri of thoughts.
Well, that's
You
what
know
I'm,
what I'm
I think it
saying?
just screwed everybody up.
That's
'cause
when many popes get together. It's a potpourri.
Oh!
That's-
Potpourri.
isn't that what it is?
I think so.
And it
Yeah.
gets many popes. So that's
That-
always funny in improv when people don't know the word to something and you just discover like what their
Right.
interpretation of it is.
And
Which-
that guy you just named, is he gay?
who? I have no idea. I don't know. He's a
Sound
fashion
like
expert.
Sound gay.
He's a fashion expert, and I read it interpreting him, so I don't know. Interpret it any way you want. So
All right.
I don't know if he is or not. Okay, here's my prediction. Getting punched in the face will be this year's must-have fashion accessory. If you're not getting punched in the face like a man, you can take it somewhere else, Sally. If someone breaks a chair over your head while you're drinking Pabst in a Manhattan bar, crazy bathroom sex is in your future, my friend.
Wow.
I have no doubt that right now, Dolce & Gabbana is shooting a series of print ads centered around Burt Reynolds running away from an exploding office building in slow motion. It's the return of the manly man.
Hooray!
He is the manly.
Burt
He is,
Man-
he
no,
is, he's
Clint-
manly.
no, Clint
Eastwood's a
Eastwood.
good one too.
No, he's the guy.
What
He's the guy.
Nate, top 3 actors you'd like to see running away from an exploding building in short
Okay.
in slow motion? Who would you
Okay.
like to see?
Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood's a good one.
Bruce Willis.
I was
Bruce
gonna say
Willis.
Bruce Willis.
Excellent call. Bruce Willis.
and Jeff Daniels.
Jeff Daniels?
Yeah,
Why?
he's manly
What?
in a funny way.
I don't know. I don't know.
For the sheer cliche factor, I think Sly Stallone is
I was
going
going
to
to say
one.
Stallone
What?
between
No.
82 and 88.
Yeah.
It's right in the sweet spot.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to
No,
see that.
I would say 76, maybe 80, 81.
Or
Fair enough.
Van Damme, for that matter.
An early
You wanna
Van
get
Damme.
Maybe some Seagal.
Yeah.
Throw that in.
Now
There's
we're-
a potpourri.
Well, now we have an excuse for blowing up the building.
Yeah.
That's why.
Samuel Jackson.
Samuel Jackson would be good.
Sammy.
Who would be the worst? I think like the worst would be like Kevin Spacey.
No
be-
way, because he can. Kevin
Evil?
Spacey can do
All
a little,
right.
like, yeah, definitely a dark thing
All
going
right,
on.
maybe like Jim Gaffigan then. I wouldn't want to see him running
Jim
away.
Gaffigan, I don't know who that is.
He's a very funny comedian.
Okay.
No, Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey would be funny.
He's been doing more intense stuff lately.
Yeah,
Like, let's
but
think
it doesn't-
like Carrot Top if you want to get
Carrot Top
crazy.
would be terrible.
Well, I don't know.
But
Carrot
he is
Top would be bad.
muscular, so really we can't even
He
count
is
that.
oddly
He's
muscular.
disgustingly ripped.
He's just a weird-looking
I'm
man.
sorry, Carrot Top, if you ever hear this podcast. I didn't mean to judge you.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
I actually, he's a guilty pleasure comic. Like everybody, people dig on him,
Love
but
to
you
hate
watch
him.
him. Yeah, you watch him, and you're like,
a prop comic.
he's
or
a prop
something?
comic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
prop comic.
He's the prop comic.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, he'd be a bad
He's one of
for-
the highest paid comics, right?
Yeah, he is.
He's in Vegas. I'm
That's
sure he makes.
ridiculous.
Sure, he makes a lot of money.
I say good for him.
How about this? Wilford Brimley running away from a.
No, I can see
exploding
he's a
building.
manly man.
All right,
He's a
I'd like to see
manly
that
man.
actually.
William
so would
H. Macy.
William H.
No,
He's a manly man.
No, he's. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's softy though. He can
Yeah.
be. He can be manly and strong. But
Yeah.
he's got some
You know,
kind.
The worst guy.
Features.
I think
The
the
worst-
worst guy would be John Travolta.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But
probably
he was
as
in
much.
Pulp Fiction and was pretty badass.
He was badass in Pulp Fiction, but
So we
since
know
then,
it's in him.
He was a cool
Yeah.
cat.
Yeah.
Since then, though,
Yeah.
in that movie, he was good. For that running
I
away
don't
from
know.
exploding.
How about Jim Varney?
Oh, Carlos wins.
Carlos wins.
Carlos
Yeah.
Carlos, nicely done. Nicely done,
wins.
sir.
He sees denim vest flapping.
I was like, how are we gonna get out of this? And Carlos goes to Varney. That's a great
Perfect.
move.
Yeah,
That's a
good.
great move, Carlos. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Very nice. I appreciate that.
If she wasn't a stripper.
No.
Oh boy.
All right, all right.
No, she was a stripper.
All right. I welcome our new Menergy era for two reasons. Number
Oh, there's
one.
still more.
Yeah, number one.
It goes on and on.
Damn you, Parks. Damn
No,
you.
I wanna. Let's wrap it up.
All right.
Oh!
I'm sorry. Are we keeping you from some old maid party?
Wait,
tonight?
just a cheeseburger with my name on
Yeah,
it.
all right.
Oh.
That's all.
There will be cheeseburgers soon. I'm very excited about that. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna.
Some Friday night.
I'm just gonna speed read through this for Megan, guys. If you guys don't mind. I'll just
Okay.
blow right through it. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, good.
Okay, good.
All right, here we go. Number one. There will be an unspoken competition to see who can come up with the cleverest Menergy headlines. And this fact will entertain me. And I provided a few examples. And you guys can feel free to jump in and provide your
Wait,
own.
you're gonna open this up like a real life competition for listeners?
No, this is just my
You
take on
should
it.
do that.
I tried that last week with something, and I got one. Jordan was the
Oh,
only one
yeah.
who emailed me back.
Jordan, thanks for writing.
Like, do
Thanks
something
for
sexy.
calling in.
Do something
Carlos,
sexy.
don't be cliche.
What?
Come on.
Come
Not gonna-
on.
You do something sexy, Carlos.
Yeah, why don't you carry some sexy around here?
Hey, Jordan. How's it going?
See?
It's a big guy, Los.
Don't do that. Remember
He's got
when
it.
Jordan had his pants on? And you
Why
kept
didn't
on-
you? Oh,
What?
When during my birthday, when Jordan was sitting on the chair next to you, and you kept looking at his pants.
Because
Jordan
he-
was here
Yeah.
on our birthday,
I know-
or just your
Oh
birthday?
no, at my
No.
birthday. Yeah,
Because his
birthday.
pants were so tight. It was 1977 all over again with
Yeah,
this guy.
all right.
Nice.
I would just say, yeah, might want to curb the sexy talk to Jordan.
Well, he sat next to me. I didn't start anything.
I don't know.
He did the first thing.
I'm not saying it ruined my birthday, but it may have ruined my birthday.
Please.
All right, here we go. Here's some headlines I came up with. And maybe you guys could guess what magazine, because what I did was I listed the headlines. You can guess what magazine or publication or whatever.
Sure.
So, okay, Department of Menergy. Who would do that one? Who?
Maxim.
Close. It's a men's magazine.
GQ,
No.
Playboy?
No, Men's Fitness.
Men's
And
Fitness.
it would be a men's fitness article on how to look more manly. That would be Department of Menergy. So that would be that.
Oh, that's cute.
Exactly. Okay. Thanks,
I
Megan.
love Men's
Thank
Fitness.
you.
They're adorable.
That it's become the guy magazine.
They
out
are
there.
adorable.
Yeah. So they always have the hunkiest guy.
Oh, do they have recipes in that magazine?
They have everything in
That
that
is
magazine.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's a fantastic
That-
It is
one.
the go. It's very health oriented.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Which magazine would this be? Alternative Menergy.
Probably Discover.
No.
Entertainment Weekly.
Carlos is closer. Anyone?
Are
Time.
these all boy magazines?
Anyone? No.
Tiger
Okay,
Beat.
here we go.
Tiger
Oh,
Beat.
No.
Because I'm 13.
Yeah, well, I don't
That's
know.
all I
I
know.
would never even have
And
thought
Pop.
of that. And I don't know why Tiger Beat would be looking at old men, like swarthy men. That would
What?
be disgusting.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
I have a sister. Come on.
Alternative Menergy would be a Rolling Stone article on the popularity of bands like Nickelback, like these guy bands that are
Nickelback.
blowing up. So that would be that one. Okay, I'm gonna race through the rest of these.
No.
That's
You
cliche.
enjoy
Okay,
that.
Menergy efficiency
Blender.
newspaper.
Oh,
Who would be concerned about the efficiency of men?
Wall Street
Everybody.
Journal.
Mike got it. Wall Street
Wow.
Journal. Good job. Mike's winning. Mike won nothing. All right. Here we go. Okay. Menergy crisis.
Daily
Megan
News.
almost choked. No, this is a magazine.
LA Times.
Menergy crisis, and it's an article about how men are gonna be cavemen again.
Oh, Time.
Oh.
No.
People.
No.
Damn, I don't know.
What magazine freaks out over every trend? It's a women's magazine.
Oh.
Reader's Digest.
No.
Cosmo?
Yes.
Ah.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say Reader's Digest?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
That's
not a women's magazine.
I thought it was.
an
My
older
mom.
women's.
Yeah, it's an older women's magazine. Yeah.
I was at the doctor's office the other day, and some woman, like this older woman,
Was giving you a back rub.
Was good. Oh, you beat me to it.
I had this thing on my eye that developed or whatever.
Oh, no.
And I was in there thinking
Like
it
a
was
cyst?
it's like MRSA or something. It's some
Right.
really bad thing, and I'm fucking panicking, sitting in the doctor's office. And there's this really old woman like next to me, and and I guess her mom had taken her to the doctor.
Her mom.
I mean, I'm sorry.
The older woman's
daughter,
mom?
her daughter.
I'm like,
Her daughter.
wow.
Anyway, so she was the mom and it was her daughter. And she kept commenting because I guess Reader's Digest, they make a big printed version for like old.
Yeah, the font is huge.
The font is huge.
It's humongous.
She just kept
Dare I
saying,
say,
like,
intimidating.
Oh, they make a big version, And then I kept thinking, like, well, like as I was listening to her talk, I'm like, well, you don't want to make it that long, I guess, to where that becomes exciting to you.
Oh, you don't want to live that long. You probably want to die
so
before.
then I'm thinking, like, well, I don't want to die right now.
Well, why not? How
But-
do you know that in that old age that's not a great thing?
Yeah.
You know,
I don't
it's
know.
like
Just-
you get your thrills. It's not like you can be riding around on motorcycles when you're sitting in the doctor's office with a cyst on your eye.
It's true. This woman didn't look like she was having a good time. I don't know.
Well,
to me, like,
Not a lot
it
of
just,
people
and
in
I'm
doctors'
thinking,
waiting rooms are having a good time.
Hey,
Yeah, it's a very dark and grim place.
Yes,
I
it
heard
is.
something that was really weird.
What's that?
Earlier this week, I heard a news report that they're doing this commercial or something like that. Like it's like a public service announcement for old people to use condoms because I guess
Ugh.
old people.
Yeah,
are
they're having sex more now.
We actually
Yeah.
discussed that last week.
Wait, but
Really?
they can't get pregnant, so it's
No,
for
but
STDs?
it's STDs.
That
Yeah.
Like
seems
old
odd.
AIDS.
That seems like
Old AIDS.
Oh.
Oh,
No.
they say I read an
Yeah.
article actually in Discover magazine that AIDS was actually around in the 60s.
Yeah.
I heard it in the 50s actually.
Yeah.
No, it actually emerged, go totally nerd here, in the 30s in Africa, and it took
Yeah.
until like the 60s to get here.
Yeah.
So,
Pretty crazy.
yeah, it's actually pretty interesting, but let's not dwell on that right now. I think we hit the high
More
point. I think
AIDS.
after old AIDS, it's all been downhill.
old
since
maids
then.
with old
Yeah.
AIDS.
Oh, brother.
All right. Here we go. I also like that we are now well into the combining two words together to make a new word era, which is like metrosexual, Menergy. We're just smashing two words together. In fact, I call it smash wording. That's my little
That's
contribution to the
perfect.
lexicon. Smash wording.
Smash wording.
So here, I'll throw a couple at you right now. Single women who never marry but play an active role in the lives of their nieces and nephews. I call these people independents. See? Independent and
I
parent.
thought it'd be lesbians.
Why would that be lesbian?
I don't know.
Okay, no, it's not lesbian. You don't have to take everything to lesbians, Carl.
Right.
God,
That's
I
your
love
go-to.
strippers.
That's your go-to. If you were a pitcher and you had two pitches and one was a fastball and one was a curveball,
Yes.
lesbian would be your fastball. Right.
I thought you were gonna be like another pitch was gonna be lesbian.
No, that's the only pitch.
Oh.
I'd like to ask a question.
Oh, shit.
just since we have a woman here.
Yes. Let's celebrate this.
we go.
Actually, no. In college, I my roommate, this guy Viral, he was a really good guy. He was a metrosexual. Really cool guy, and everything. I just never understood like all the money he put into like he'd have Calvin
Gel.
Klein boxers and like he'd get pedicures and manicures and stuff like that. Now, I just have to ask, Megan, you
Yes.
as a woman,
Yes.
would you find a metrosexual attractive?
I never have, but that doesn't mean that other women don't.
Right.
There's plenty of gals that really like a pretty boy. I don't.
What's your
I dig the Menergy.
what's your
thing.
type? You like that? You like
Yeah.
that?
Like, what's
Menergy thing?
who's one guy? Like, who's a celebrity that you like?
Currently,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Like,
What all time?
Or all time, whatever.
like Cary Grant's pretty hot.
All right.
Robert Redford back in the day.
There you
go.
He was
That's
a good
some-
looker.
yep.
And Marlon Brando, for sure. And when he was
Where-
younger.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah, you're into the
But
man.
you mentioned Benicio.
Benicio del
He's
Toro.
a looker.
Yeah.
But that's I mean, it's those are all completely different types too. I think men are just great.
But I think
like-
all those guys were very like manly and
Benicio-
wow.
Well, you asked for the most manly,
Yeah.
but they were still all different types
Yeah.
of manly. You know what I mean?
Benicio's
were.
awesome though, because like he's a good-looking guy, but he like fucked himself up for Fear and Loathing. in
Oh,
Las
yeah.
Vegas.
Oh,
He-
yeah.
he looked
Oh,
awful.
Yeah.
But like that's the mark of a true
Well, Robert-
guy. Like he could
Yeah.
do
Robert
a
De
movie.
Niro
Yeah,
did
and
that.
also
Looking
the guys
like
I mentioned
shit.
are very talented. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
like I don't.
So if you're a
I don't typically
talented,
go for
if you're a
looks.
talented, world-class, good-looking guy,
Right.
what's your MySpace, Megan?
Oh, you.
Would
But Megan, what would
Oh.
you say? I should just ask. What would you say like women look for? Like why would they look for a metrosexual?
And
What
you-
would be?
Remember, you're speaking for all women here.
probably. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna
No
quote
pressure.
for all the ladies.
Yes.
I mean, again, that's you can't say because every girl's gonna deal with her stuff different. You know, everybody grows
Sure.
up and everyone has their issues. But like I'd say,
Issues.
you know, the only thing I can think of would probably be just that safety of like familiarity, you know, and also like girls are attractive. Like if a girl's pretty, I'm gonna notice it. It doesn't mean that you know
What?
it's anything sexual. It just means like
Oh.
Yeah, of
I
course.
can see a beautiful girl and know that she's beautiful, and I think that's kind of sort of part of it, maybe. I
But
don't
it
know.
would be nice to be like going shopping, like in
Yeah, and
buying
it's,
a
yeah,
purse
it's
and
more
having-
like a best
having the
friend,
guy
and that's safer
say
for a
like,
lot
oh,
of
that's a
women. I
good
think
purse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it just feels more safe and comfortable.
That's I think guys sneak in there through like that safe zone sometimes.
and sometimes, yeah,
They get in there through like the girl doesn't know where he's coming from.
Yeah,
And, yeah. Then they
it's
get
not.
comfort
It's
level.
non-threatening.
Yep. They come in through the. Well, no, I can't
Yeah.
say this without Carlos smirking. I'll say they come in through the back door, but now you're gonna say
Oh,
something.
Carlos.
Don't even go there.
Yeah.
Thank you for.
But
not
again,
saying
yeah, I
anything.
can't. I
I
can't
like-
speak for all ladies.
I
This
like-
is my perspective.
So you like okay, lesbians. Okay.
Don't.
No,
wow,
no, no, no,
Carlos.
no, no, no. That's just
You keep
your
going
girlfriend,
back
the
to
stripper.
your keep going back to your fastball, there, buddy. So no, I always it always makes me laugh when people because I have friends, especially like girlfriends, who will say, "Why do guys do this?"
Right,
It's
right.
like, geez, I don't know. I mean, most of them are so much stupider than I am. How can I speak for all those
Right.
guys?
Poor fellas.
Let me guess. Yeah. So I hate being put on the spot like that too. So thank you for answering the question with aplomb,
Oh,
grace,
a plum indeed.
dignity. So appreciate that. Guys, I'm going to cut the column short. If anybody at home wants to read the rest of it, go to the website, joedonatelli.com. I say we take this opportunity now to go around the room and have our aftermath. Oh, should I time it up? I'll say it again. And we should
Alright,
have our aftermath.
Oh god.
There
Wow.
There we go.
Nice. That is a Menergy sound effect.
I like how it really
It's
just
like
rings
a
out.
punch through
If
a
ever there
wall.
was one. Megan, this is just the point where we just kind of sum things up and bring whatever you want to say to close out. We usually go around the room. We'll start with Mike
Okay.
Sure.
because his comments usually go on the longest.
Okay. First of all, I did make a huge mistake. Actually, the Mayan calendar ends in it ends in 2013 of May.
What?
2013. It's not 2012
2012.
or 2021, which I thought Megan said, but I misheard. It's 2013. So my aftermath thought.
Oh,
I just had to correct that because
Brother.
if
No,
some
it's
people
okay.
are listening, they're gonna say like, no, he's wrong.
You get one thought for the aftermath.
Yeah,
I think.
but I just had to correct it.
Okay. All right.
I'd say if you're gonna go to a strip club, I think the best thing you can do is get yourself a nice massage because you get the most out of
What
your
was
money.
the woman's name? Do you remember?
No,
Like Brunhilde?
she never even said her name. She just came by.
You
And
gave
then-
somebody $200 and you didn't even know her name.
Well, it was like $150. Yeah.
Ah, man.
Well, it felt really good though, and she kept doing the massage like during the songs,
Okay.
and my neck was all like crinked out and everything, and it just felt really good.
All right.
So I'd say like if you are gonna spend your money in a strip club, spend on a massage
All
because you know why? You get the most benefit out of it.
Right. All right.
There's nothing
Mike?
sexual about it.
Okay. Very good. Thank you. Thank you. Very good.
you could just go to a masseuse.
Yeah.
Well,
You don't have to
that's-
pay $15 a drink.
I,
you know, when you
I
do
was
massage.
young and I learned.
Oh, okay. All right.
Worth every square inch of your back.
Yes, you did. I wish I saw what that lady looked like. I really want to know what she
Oh,
looked
I have an
like.
idea.
It looked
Burly.
like a burly,
Give me like a
Burly.
color hair.
she had
Please say
like brown,
hey.
Brown hair. Give me a height.
short hair,
Short hair. Give me a height.
like 5'2",
Give me a weight.
Oh.
300 pounds.
No.
Yeah.
No, come on.
No, this woman was not.
300 pounds?
Yeah, or no, maybe 250.
Was it Billie Jean
Still,
King?
That's
my
not
point
much less.
My-
That's a very that's very big.
That's
5'2",
huge.
250.
But there's a lesson to be learned here. Like she got more of my money than the strippers did,
See, 'cause she
Yeah.
was tender.
and
Wow.
it
Why?
felt good. It was a service.
Did you
that-
talk to her at all?
She wasn't depending on her body. She wasn't trying to jiggle her bits in front
No,
of you.
and I felt
she was
Did you say
making an
bits?
honest living.
leaving. I felt
yeah,
I felt
in a
good
strip
about
club.
it.
Right.
I
Jiggle her
felt good.
bits.
I felt good about leaving because, I said like, I honestly like gave someone money that was doing a good job.
All right.
Good for you, Mike. You're the hero of the hour.
Yeah.
You
I
are.
Thank you.
I usually don't get a.
He's also the guy that talks to the strippers at the clubs
Yes,
and asks
he
them how
is.
their feelings are.
That's
That
a whole
is
nother
true.
story, but yeah, I didn't actually spend any money on myself at that.
That's
that
good,
club,
Mike.
yeah.
Michael.
Very good. By the way, I usually don't do an aftermath, but I have to say, if I open up a strip club, thanks to Megan, I would now call it Jigglin' Bits.
Yeah.
That would be the name of
you
my.
can have it.
That would be the name
you
of my
can
strip
have
club.
it. But you have to say
Jigglin'
by
Bits.
Megan at
Yeah.
the bottom.
Jigglin' by Megan.
By
And there would be a picture of your face. like
Thumbs
just
up.
normal, like you're just dressed normal, but there's
Yeah.
you, and yeah,
By the sign.
just by the sign.
jiggle them bits.
Jiggle bits. I can see those neon sign that's like moving around.
Bits.
or
little
it's
bits and
three, it's like
pieces.
jiggle
Yeah.
them, and then the
Bits.
blinking
Bits,
bits.
yeah.
Bits just keep flashing, and the guys are like, "Dude, I'm gonna see some bits tonight."
You go to bits
yeah.
tonight.
And the bits is
Yeah.
rainbow.
Oh no! Oh man, nice.
Wrap it up for
All right. All right, Carlos, can you top jiggling bits?
No, I don't think. I
Okay,
can.
good. All right. Well, now what do you have to say?
I just think it was an interesting article. I have
Thank you.
to say.
Thank you.
Yeah, I actually applaud Menergy better than Metrosexual.
I thought you would. I think you're more of a Menergy guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You always have a 5 o'clock shadow, you know.
Well, that's just being lazy. Bro.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
You've got like eyebrows like a tundra forest.
you love my eyebrows.
You've got hair where it shouldn't be.
you need hair with shit.
I know. I'm
Shut
envious. Yeah,
But yeah, it was I prefer the Menergy. The Metrosexual, I think it's over.
I'm very good.
I'd say too, like one
Well.
thing to no, it's just to
This
finish
is
it
your
off.
third thought, by the way.
Well, yeah, of course, but Joe's a good writer because I really get bored by like fashion stuff, but this is the only time I ever found it interesting.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
So,
that's
that's
what I
good.
try to do. I try to make these things relevant and fun. So thank you. I appreciate it.
And JoeDonatelli.com.
Yeah, don't do that. No, come on. All right, Megan, do you have a final thought?
Yeah, you know what? I think that something that's important, is that if you ever want to talk to a stripper, you just have to steal her insurance card.
I didn't. Oh,
because then
Yeah.
cut. We're gonna take
everything
this.
will, everything will fly your way.
I love Megan's insistence that she's a stripper too. You have not given up the
I know.
fact that she's a stripper.
No, I'm sure she's a lovely girl. That
Oh gosh.
Naked dancing.
I want to see one day where you're gonna be gaga over somebody or whatever. I'm gonna be right there.
Yep.
well, I probably won't be a male dancer or a stripper.
She's not a dancer.
A part-time nude
Either
model.
way, part-time
Yeah.
nude model.
Nude
Maybe
model.
you never know.
All right.
I do like Menergy.
That's
So
good. You never know.
yeah.
Very good. All right. Well, guys, good podcast. Megan, your
podcast
first
to you.
one.
Yeah,
it went
thank
really
you,
well.
fellas.
Thank you for
Wow.
coming on.
That's fantastic.
You were really good.
Thank you. You
we
were really good
appreciate it.
too.
Yeah. I know.
I think Megan brought a new honesty to the.
She
the whole
did.
Good.
podcast.
She
That's
kept
what I'm
our
all about.
She kept our bullshit in check.
Yeah.
This is what she did.
That's what I'm all about.
Which was cool. So
It's a
thank you.
Very pro Joe show.
It was. I liked it a lot.
I didn't like it.
It was a very pro Joe show, and I appreciated that. So thank you, Megan Parks, for joining us. Very funny.
You betcha.
You can see her at IO West. You can see her at Westside Eclectic. She performs a lot of comedy groups, and
And you'll see her at the UCB in a musical
she's
coming
going to
up.
be coming up next
Yeah,
year.
it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Come to that.
That'll be a fun show for next year. So maybe we'll have you back on at that point to plug that
Yeah,
show.
Oh.
man. I'd
That'd
love
be
it.
fun. So,
I'd love it.
Well,
Very cool.
We might have 50 people.
We could have that many listeners.
Yeah.
Maybe we won't get our listeners arrested.
Arrested her, yeah.
Jared,
then we'll get it.
I hope that you stay.
Oh,
I hope
Poor
that
Jared.
I hope you stay listening.
All right.
I like your tight pants, Jordan.
Are you done whispering your secret messages to Jordan? All right. Thank you, everybody, for listening. We'll be back next week.
Yay.
That's all for this episode of The Second Column. For more information, go to joedonatelli.com.